In this episode of Sailing Nandji, we have some niggling engine issues and decide to sail from Tanna Island to Port Vila to try and solve the problems. This passage was a good challenge as we had no motor to rely on if needed. 15 knots southeast and a couple of metre rolly sea, so we've dropped the main and we just pulled out the head sail now, going pretty well dead downwind. It's about midday and we've got 130 nautical miles to get to Port Vila, so hopefully we arrive around midday tomorrow.
Go Yosh! Woo!
Marlin.
You're kidding, really? Oh my god, he's got a marlin! Can you tackle that? Can we slow the boat?
Yeah, slow it down. You're kidding! Oh, it's the second marlin I've hooked around Tanna, and it's the second marlin I've lost. Never caught one off Nandji, so it'd be great to get one up next to Nandji, but well, plenty more fish in the sea. Hopefully there's plenty more marlin. Wonder if I get a third time at him. Need to work on the process of how we're going to catch these guys, because they're pretty quick and they're pretty good at swimming and they are very strong, so there's no way you'll be able to catch it while we're sailing. So I'd need a first step, we'll have to furl up the sail before I go back and try to wrestle the bad boy. So have to work on our technique there. Come on, Captain.
Oh my god!
Turn.
Oh wait!
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, you're gonna run out of line. You're running out of line. Go get it. Oh no! Oh! Far out. That sucks. Oh, the marlin just took the whole line.
Ah! Got a third time at it. So that was a big marlin that time. He was bigger than the other two, so he just started fizzing. I've quickly come up and I've furled. We got over half the head sail in. I've gone back to get it, but he just kept fizzing the line out. By the time I grabbed the rod, he'd just taken all the line and ping! Oh.
He was a big one.
He was a big one, eh? We just haven't got heavy enough gear for that sort of action. Now I can't even catch a mahi. That was a good lure. I'll be buying one of them again. The afternoon's fishing excitement passed and we headed into the night with a strong breeze on our backs and big smiles on our faces. At this rate, we would have to slow the boat down so to arrive at port in daylight. What a night. Haven't had a wink of sleep. Boat's just rolling around. No wind. We entered into the night in 25 knots and 2 hours later we had 0. All night we've been listening to a flapping sail and rolling around.
I adjusted the sails for hours, trying everything to catch wind. Finally giving in to the mercy of the sea, we dropped all sails and waited for the wind to return.
The wind is nowhere to be seen, and we're looking at this beautiful blue ocean. It's 1,100 metres deep, and we thought we'd go for a spin. think that's wind on the horizon. It's coming, it's approaching pretty quickly.
There's wind.
He's creeping up.
Alright, we better pack up. Come here.
Come here.
We're right here, man. Seriously, just blowing on by.
We initially saw whitecaps in the distance and knew the wind was coming. 10 minutes later, the whitecaps were all around us and the ocean became choppy, but still no wind. Another 10 minutes passed and we had 15 knots. It's amazing how quickly things can change out at sea.
We got wind.
We got wind.
We got wind. We're moving.
Oh, it's about time.
Yeah.
I can see why people would lose their mind being stuck in the doldrums. We've been stuck here for, I don't know, 14 hours, 16 hours, and
Definitely tests your patience a little bit.
yeah, your frustration, everything's just so frustrating. Rolling around, flapping sail.
Yeah, so we'll probably arrive at Port Vila in the dark now, but oh well.
Because we had to wait so long for wind, we've arrived here at Port Vila in the dark. And I don't really like doing that sort of thing, arriving to a new port in the dark where you can't see anything. So it's pitch black out, there's no moon or nothing. So yeah, the wind's blowing up now, it's blowing about 20-25s, but we decided we'd just we'd hove to out the front here and we'd wait for a bit of light to make our last 5 miles in around the headland. There's a bit of navigating to do around land, so yeah, we just hove to at the moment. Every time we've hove to beforehand, we've had it with the main or 2 sails or with just the main, so that's when we've practiced. And yeah, because we slowed the boat down and we were just on a run, just with the head sail, and so we've hove to with just a bit of head sail out. We're not facing up into it, but our rear quarter is facing into it instead, so our bow's kind of hanging down, but it seems to be working alright. We're steadily drifting along at this course and no waves are crashing on us. It's pretty smooth, so yeah, we'll take in turns and get a bit of sleep and stay on watch. So Benita's in bed at the moment. Yeah. Perfect! Perfect!
So our first day in Port Vila and we're trying to find Computer World. The cable to our laptop has broken and so we're unable to make videos, which really sucks. So yeah, we're walking around trying to find this Computer World.
It's alive! The saga continues. We have issues with an inverter, so we have no way of charging the laptop on the boat. So we're going to try to find an inverter in Vanuatu. We've been given a few names of places, so we'll go check these out. A couple of solar joints, and one place is down towards, it's a fair way out of town, but it's a marine place, so we get a lot of stuff there. So if we need anything for the boat, we'll go search that out. What are the odds? I'm loving Vanuatu. Everyone's saying get all your things in Newcastle because Vanuatu's got nothing. Vanuatu's the bomb! We've got everything. We go looking for an inverter so we can charge it, like charge the laptop and everything on the boat. Bam! Best brand going around, inverter. Decently priced.
First shop.
First shop. Took us 15 minutes. None of this walk around all day sort of business.
Just screwing in the inverter, guys. Alright.
Moment of truth. Should be on.
Woo! Yoshi continues.
With one problem solved, it was time to inspect the engine closer and figure out why it was hunting to find revs. Luckily, a very knowledgeable yachtie, Drew from Lickety Split, was in the area. Working our way through the fuel system, I was afraid we were having governor issues inside the fuel injection pump and needing to rebuild. First we tried the simple things like filters and tightening the spring, which of course I then broke.
Having the best day today.
What are you doing?
We are searching for a spring. Nandji needs a spring. Yeah, we're trying to find boat parts in Vanuatu.
Impossible.
Absolutely impossible.
Lost on the side of the road, our new friend Chris picked us up and offered his assistance, driving us to a diesel mechanic business.
The old mate who's been helping us, we've jumped in his taxi, he's been taking us around and we've found what we needed to find, we think.
So yesterday when we were kicking around trying to find everything for the engine and find some mechanics, we met a driver who was really helpful for us, so he was a good fella, so we asked if he wanted to hang out today. So we hired a little mini moke and we're taking him with us. Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you. Don't stop. I gotta change gears on the opposite side. I'm all over the shop already. Haven't driven a car for a very long time and now I'm driving on the opposite road. Everything's backwards.
Oh my god, you're going roundabout. Just follow that green one.
Yosh was a little bit nervous about driving. We decided it would be best if Chris drove. He was very happy to drive the mini moke and took on the role of tour guide. With the top down and the reggae pumping, we set off on an adventure around the island. The first destination was the Blue Lagoon, and like Chris always says, no rules.
For you, hopefully they fit. 40s, they're too big for me, so
Oh, this is good.
They'll
they
fit.
fit.
Son. Oh, yeah.
Should fit.
Fit.
Sweet.
We're at the Blue Lagoon. It's a saltwater waterhole that's inland, so can't wait to see it. And they've got a rope swing here as well, so I'm going to try out my new flipping technique.
Yeah, you are. Lift your knees up. Took your head back, knees up. You! How's your face? Nice one. Throw him up, throw him up.
I landed on my face with my eyes open. The Blue Lagoon. The island of Efate is the main island of Vanuatu. These days there is a sealed road all the way around the island, and to drive around it non-stop, it will only take a couple of hours.
Quick, go, 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 go. What you think?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
fresh water.
Is it cold?
Yeah, it's very cold.
Did you drink it?
No.
Bye. So clear.
And it's so cold.
After all that swimming and driving today, we have worked up an appetite. So we're here at the Wahoo Bar to have some drinks and eat some food. And we made some new friends from Australia as well, so yay! I'm like, I am so good at driving.
I don't know, but you're gonna figure out what it is. So
Okay.
yeah, that's it.
Well,
It hasn't lost the other night. We're giggling away. Like this. I just kept flicking my fingers.
All good things must come to an end as we made some lovely new friends and got to see some of the beautiful Efate Island. With full bellies and full hearts, we called it a night, heading back home to Nandji. We have a good feeling this won't be the last time we see our new friends.
Another episode of Nandji completed, so thanks for watching, legends.
yeah, boat work sucks, and especially motor work.
Yes, it
So it
does.
was so good to get out and see some of the island and explore a little bit.
Yeah, it's good to make some new mates as well. So, yeah, our new Aussie friends, you'll see a bit more of them in upcoming episodes. And same as our new mate Chris, we've been hanging out with him a bit. So, legend.
So as you may know, we are crowdfunded, and this is all made possible by our patrons. So if you're following along and you're enjoying the journey, please consider becoming a patron so we can keep videos coming towards you.
Yeah, just like all of these legends here. So, we have a few new patrons here from this last week. So we want to say big thanks to you guys. Big thanks to Lars, Christopher, Timothy, and Mao68. He's up his pledge, legend. SV Far Away, and Big Easy Sailing, and then a big shout out as well to Hawkeye and Cherie. So yeah, good luck in chasing down your dreams and get off that farm and start sailing, guys.
Yep. So in the next few days, Yosh and I are going to be stepping way out of our comfort zone. We are going to be doing our first ever live chat. If you have any questions, patrons, please send them through, and we'd love to answer them for you guys.
Yeah, thanks to all your legends that have already sent the questions through for the showstopper. So we'll be sure to answer all those questions in this live chat.
Yep.
Sorry if we ramble.
Yeah, we are so going to ramble on way too much. I can just imagine it right now. It's going to be really bad. So we'll keep you posted on when that's going to be happening, everyone.
Well, that's probably about enough. So
Yeah, it's so hot here. We are melting. I think it's time for a swim.
yes, definitely.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys.
Cheers, legends.
See ya.
Duck bomb.
Ow!